In this video, I will be demonstrating on how to conjugate a verb in the perfect tense. We have two verbs, one from the first conjugation, amo, amare, amawi, amatu, and another verb from the second conjugation, video, videre, vidi, visu. Now we know that amo is a first conjugation verb because of the are in the second principal part, which is known as the infinitive. We know that video is a second conjugation verb because of the long ere in the second principal part, which is the infinitive. Up till now, we've been conjugating in the present tense, the imperfect tense, and the future tense, and we've used the first two forms to help us do with that. We go to the second principal part, the infinitive, we chop off the re, and what's left is our verb stem for the present system. However, in the perfect tense, we will be needing to use the third principal part. The perfect system uses the third principal part, and that's why it's important to memorize all forms of the verbs. Let's see how that works. For the first conjugation verb amo, amare, amawi, amatu, if we want to conjugate it in the perfect tense, we first have to find the perfect stem. We go to the third principal part, we chop off the I, and what's left, AMAV, is our perfect stem. We then take the perfect stem and we fill out our chart. After we finish the perfect stem, we then add the perfect tense endings. Estiet, ba ba ba, emus istus and erunt. Two common mistakes that happen here. Students may sometimes inadvertently put the present stem here, AMA, or the present tense endings. Be careful that you're using the right stem and the right endings. Our translation is verbed, did verbed, or have has verbed. So that would be I loved, you loved, he, she, or it loved, we loved, y'all loved, they loved. You could also say I did love, you did love, he, she, or it did love, we did love, y'all did love, they did love. And lastly, you can say I have loved, you have loved, he has loved, we have loved, y'all have loved, they have loved. So that's what it looks like in the first conjugation. For the second conjugation, the steps are pretty much the same. But we have to be careful because second conjugation verbs do not have as much regularity in the third principal part as first conjugation verbs. And so students have to pay close attention to those third principal parts. Video, videre, vidi, visum. The stem would be, go to the third part, chop off the I. What's left is our stem, vid. We then fill out the rest of our chart, and then we add our endings. Estiet, ba ba ba, emus istus and erunt. And again, the translation is I saw, you saw, he, she, or it saw, we saw, y'all saw, they saw. So there's a step-by-step guide on how to translate and conjugate verbs in the perfect tense. If you have any questions, email me, contact me, happy to help. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you next time, guys.